Blessed afternoon, collective. How's it going? How are you doing? How are you feeling this energy? With Venus in Cancer. Venus is moving into Cancer today, just after this deep full moon in Scorpio eclipse. It is deep, it is steamy, it's hot and heavy energy. It's like a summer thunderstorm, right? It's humid. It's a little sticky. It is warm. It is wet. It is all of the things. It's a lot of water and a lot of fire just together. Venus is joining Mars in Cancer right now. That is feminine love, masculine love. It's a lot of passion taking place. That's just what it is. And I'm here at the park pulling on this. I would do it outside. I'd like to do it outside, but this reading in particular feels 18 plus, and there are kids here. So I'm just gonna soak in the nature and the energy and the electricity, because there's a lot of that. It's just this charge, and I can feel it. Tuned in, tapped in, turned on. That's what it is. I'm no qualms, no shyness about it. There's no need for any of that here. It's just what it is. It is what is in the energy. The blend of everything coming in is this optimism combined with confidence, combined with passion and desire. It's just, yeah. And somebody wants to take control. Somebody wants, they see something they want. The Emperor sees the Empress. I'm talking generally, but this is just what's in the energy. The masculine has laid eyes upon the feminine and gone, yeah, I like that. I like what I see. Let me move closer to that. Let me actually get my sweaty ass up off of this throat. Oh, excuse me. Throat chakra. Yeah, there is an itch. There's an itch to speak. There is an urge. Nothing is coincidence. I mean, yeah, whatever, but that's here too. It's a lot. Yeah, it's deep. Oh, there is deep desire here. Long withheld, long repressed, just the sense of longing, excruciating longing that has become all powerful, all encompassing, physical, undeniable, deep, physical and emotional. It's just everything. It's, yeah, temperance. There is an urge for relief, fire and water. There's an urge to quench this, to slake this thirst in some capacity. And a big part of that is communication. Taking action. I mean, we got a high priestess sandwich. There is something that needs to come out. There's something that needs to come out. There it is. Oh, the missed opportunity. Oh, the pain off of this card, which is not typically a real painful card, but this is like 3 of Swords wrapped up in this. Oh my God. What did I do? The cup that I turned down that had everything I wanted in it. And now I want it so bad. Can I go back and get it? Is it still there? Am I going to be able to find it? Do I find it somewhere else? That was the cup. That was the one that I, can't look away. Can't think about anything else. The good ship Empress floated on by, and I missed it. I had a chance to get on board. What Steve likes to say, it had nude sunbathing, man, topless dancing and bottomless brunch, bottomless mimosas. And I fucking missed it. I missed that chance. And I feel like an asshole now. Because I want that. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. It's all becoming painfully clear how how much I want this, how good that is, how much attraction I feel towards it, within and without. But this one's going to be a little more specific, because that's just, the energy is, it's a lot of sacral chakra is what it is. It is a lot of, oh wow, I never realized how attracted I was to that. Yeah, undeniable truth. Now it is suddenly very clear what's on top. There it is. It's attraction. Yeah, it's the King of Wands, it's whatever, but this is attraction. It's powerful attraction from the masculine side specifically, and that does play out internally. It's for the feminine, it's a lot more of attraction to the self, to yourself. Going, yeah, confidence, peaking, liking yourself, feeling yourself, loving yourself, all of those things, appreciating what you got and that it's good. That's all nice too. Well, let's pull on the soulmate cycle. It's already getting hot in this car. But first, do a little pre-shuffle and a cut. Why are we here? I'm pulling on Venus in Cancer, specifically the soulmate cycle as influenced by Venus in Cancer, but we're also including that full moon and eclipse in Scorpio. It's going deep. And of course, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, still doing that thing. There's some interesting aspects coming up too, involving Taurus specifically, which is where the North Node is still. We have Mercury going direct in Taurus fairly soon. And then I believe it is Jupiter moving from Aries into Taurus, which also, by the way, is where Uranus is. Uranus is in Taurus right now. So it's a lot of destiny-focused upheaval, change, expansion, and clarity. All of it getting through to the brain. Why are we here? Because somebody figured something out. A lot of somebodies. Because it's becoming clear. Again, it's time to pay the piper, is the feeling of it. What's under that? The Emperor. Yeah. Because somebody figured something out. It's time to get your ass up off of the throne and bring in this pentacle. There's communication attached to this. Let's cut the cards. Oh my goodness gracious. High Priestess back again. It's just all coming up. It is a lot of feeling yourself, a lot of emotion. Venus moving into Cancer. Cancer is the cardinal water sign. It is the sort of ruler of emotion, in a sense. It's also the ruler of the soulmate cycle. It's all becoming clear. It's all coming back to me now. This is just things that we tried to push away, that we tried to ignore, tried to repress. Emotions, truths, desires, all of that is just, it's erupting. It is, we cannot keep it down. We can't keep it hidden anymore. It's not working. It's all just floating to the surface, and the more we try to push it away, the more it sticks. Really, it's like trying to push algae underwater or something, and you push it on it and it's sticking to your hand, and you're just pulling more and more of it back up. It's underneath that Queen of Swords. Yeah, truth again, undeniable, absolute clarity on this. Queen of Swords doesn't bullshit. She does not tell a lie. She doesn't lie to herself or anybody else. It's time for the High Priestess, who keeps secrets sometimes, to get real about those secrets. They are not staying hidden. It is time for that to be exposed. Let's pull a reading. Soulmate cycle. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Venus moving into Cancer with all the surrounding influence. What the hell is going on right now? Soulmate cycle always is sort of a sample of the general collective. That's what it is. It is indicative of the general trend of broader society. Oh my God, and the way things are moving. But yeah, it's our sample size, and it is also its own special little thing. It's about bringing a lot of energy to balance, releasing a lot of karma. Before I even look at the bottom card, the card that jumped out, which, yeah, is in the connection position. That's where it feels like it should go. It's the Ace of Swords. It's truth time. This is a burning, it's the burning sword. It's the flaming sword, which is what it is. That is the sword that Michael carries. It's hot. It's red hot. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a superheated sword of truth, and nothing, it's melting everything. Just by getting close to it, you could feel the heat coming off of it, and just even being in the vicinity of this red hot metal, things catch on fire. They just spontaneously combust. There's a feeling of combustion. Yeah, just somebody gonna explode, gonna burst. The connections are all powerful. It's undeniable. There is just truth wafting through the atmosphere, and again, it's like got this sort of caustic effect of everything that even comes close to it just starts to melt away, become purified. Only the truth is left behind. It doesn't even need to be directly aimed at something for that to take place. It's everywhere. It's melting the bullshit away. What's on the bottom? 5 of Pentacles. Oh, the contrast is so extreme. This wouldn't be so cold if this wasn't so hot. But the hotter this connection feels, the more fire, intensity, passion, truth, the brighter it shines, the more painful it is to be on the outside looking in. It's just supreme contrast. Yeah, it's inescapable too. There is just an absolute clarity of, to stay out here is death, essentially. To stay out in the cold, this feels not good. You can stay outside, you can leave the jacket off in negative 30 degrees. Again, the universe can't force anybody to do anything. It just creates an environment that encourages, that strongly encourages. In the same way, you are strongly encouraged to put on some more clothes or get the fuck inside somewhere when you're outside in 30 below. Or else this. And in another level, it's time for a change. It is time to face the music, to pay the piper. It's time to come inside. There's no denying that is the desire. There's no denying, because the clarity of the opposite is only more excruciatingly true. Contrast always serves us. It serves us to provide clarity, to give us more information about more things that we want. When we know with clarity what doesn't feel good, we know with more clarity what does feel good. And that is happening in a big way. What's in the 3D position? The High Priestess comes back again, just feeling it, writhing in this, just wallowing in emotion, because there is no escaping it. It's everywhere. It's drowning everything else out. There is a sudden rise. There's a rise as a part of all of these aspects and energies coming in. There's a rise of empathy, a rise of emotion. The soul is getting through. It's unimpeded at this time. The brain has been overloaded to a great degree, and it's continuing that way. Everything coming out from the shadows, and just an overwhelming amount of emotion that is bringing clarity. A lot of it is painful. That's for sure. But it's bringing clarity about what we've done to ourselves, the way that we have left ourselves out in the cold by not following the impulse of the soul. by not just going with the flow and letting things change naturally as they do. All things in nature move in cycles. It's the way that it works. We are not removed from nature. We are called also to let certain things die, let things wither away when they are past their time. It's time for them to move on, for that to be released so that new growth can take place. Every part of nature knows and acknowledges this. That's how it is eternal. That's how the eternal life, the eternal well-being continues forever, perpetually, undisturbed, because it is in a constant state of change, constantly letting some pieces go and bringing new things to the forefront. It's constantly dying and being reborn. That's how it is. It is always in transition. And this just, it can't be stopped. It can't be stopped. It's like someone trying to hold on to a river, trying to grasp it in your hands and keep it from flowing. It's not going to work. That is not how it works. What is in the soul position? That Queen of Swords came back directly. Yeah. The soul is in charge. And if there's an attempt to shut it down, to deny it, it hurts. It comes back twice as sharp and direct to say, nope, this is what it is. This is the truth. Look at it. Feel it. Face it. Express it. There is no running from it. It's direct. It is getting all the way through. And it is encouraging communication. I am drawn to all the blue and to the one little tiny bird in the sky. Look at it, face it, and be honest about it. Tell the truth. It's the excruciation, the guilt. There is guilt here, absolutely, for not telling the truth, for not being honest with the self, with others. It's painful. The truth will set you free, and withholding it will keep you trapped. That's why it sets you free, to flow with it. Withholding that energy is, well, it's working against ourselves. And it's caused by fear. It's only ever a thing caused by fear. Fear of someone's judgment, fear of an outcome, fear of change in general. What is this going to affect? What will happen as a result? What might end because of my sharing this truth? Doesn't matter. It's time. It's time for transitions to take place. What is in the hidden energy of the universe? It's time. It's time. 7 of Pentacles. Everything is lined up for this. It is open. The path is clear. Wide open. Nothing impeding it. And all the other gates have been closed. There is only one. It's just shining a spotlight on the truth. And there's no looking away from it. It's holding somebody's eyes open to it. Going, look, motherfucker, it's time for this. You got no other choice. If you want to feel good, and you do, we all do. That's the crazy thing. We have free will. We have the free will to choose suffering. And we've tricked and trained ourselves to a great degree into believing that suffering is good. And so we have this sort of twisted, masochistic sense of goodness and pleasure from suffering. It's not really pleasure, though. It's all this ego-based thing of, yeah, other people reward me if I suffer. Other people, again, surrendering my power, putting the locus of control outside of myself. Other people seem to respond positively to my suffering. They say nice things or do whatever things for me. No, that's ego. That's control. That's manipulation. It's fear-based. It is all based on trying to pull something from somebody else, trying to affect, to create an outcome, to manipulate external into receiving or reacting to you in a specific way. Rather than just following the good feeling, following what feels good in yourself, following your heart, your true north, and ignoring, caring less about what anybody else says or does or thinks in response. That's where the real good feeling is to say, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Think of me what you will. Respond to me how you will. I appreciate your having your own journey and owning your own emotion and response. I don't make you feel any type of way. You don't make me feel any type of way. I choose to flow with my own good feeling and energy, and I am self-sustained and satisfied. That's it. It's fucking time for this. What is in the final outcome position? It's still letting go, but it's time for this to change. I mean, this is red with the Ace of Swords, in essence, and the High Priestess. Yeah, they're trying to stuff it all down in there. They're trying. And under this energy, it's all being exposed. All of the coins this guy stored in every corner of his house are spilling out. It's all falling apart. The seams of the mattress are splitting, and the gold's just pouring all over the place, you know? It's whatever scene from whatever number of movies where somebody's giant stash of money got blown up or dropped out of the sky, and now everybody else is picking it up, and they're just standing there going, ah, it's that. The whole stockpile is getting exposed all at once, and there's no returning it to the Chamber of Secrets. It's just, it's time to come in. It's time to let go, to feel the relief of vulnerability, to stop clinging so hard to things. When you're clinging, you're trying to control, you're just balled up in resistance, and then you don't feel good. What feels good is to let go. What feels good is to surrender everything. Surrender your attachment to physical things, surrender your attachment to emotions, to truth, to trying to control what other people say or do or think. Let it go. Let it go, and you are free. You unburden yourself entirely. Yeah, okay, witches. Let's clarify. Let's clarify. Seven of Wands at the bottom. Can't be fought off anymore. It's just, it's not working. Again, it is the more the feeling that the more we push it away, the more it sticks to us. What's under that? The world. Yeah, it's changed. It's already changed. We are in a new cycle of energy. Under this new cycle of energy, this doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't. The more you run from it, the more you push against it. And this is always true. Energetically, the more you resist something, the more you're feeding into that, actually. The more energy you're giving it. But it's just got this enhanced effect of, again, they push it down and it comes back 10 times stronger. It is, yeah, steadfast. It's not going away. Knight of Pentacles. The more we push it down, the more certainly and directly and deliberately it comes back. And there's just no stopping it. There is no stopping it. We can't put the guard back up. It isn't working. Every time we try to shove it away and regain the high ground, find some kind of defensive stance against it, it's too quick, it's too powerful. Every time he knocks down one guy, 3 guys come back. And he knocks down one more of those, and then it's 6 guys. There's just no way to get an advantage over this energy. It's coming in too strong, and it's too hot. There's the High Priestess again. Yeah, it is all coming up. It's all coming up. What's coming up? Emotion, passion, desire, the absolute compulsion to resolve something, to make a change, a big one, a quick one, a significant one, one that resolves this tension. There's karma here that has been ignored. And there's the Ace of Swords again. High Priestess and Ace of Swords, which we have right here. It's just undeniable. Absolutely. And again, it's just sort of in the atmosphere. Everything is pointing to this. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Okay. Here we go. You know what? I'm actually gonna, because I'm gonna get too hot in this box. There we go. All right. Ace of Swords. Let's do it. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Tell me about this Ace of Swords in the connection position. It is almighty. It's just melting through anything that tries to oppose it. I can feel the heat wafting off of it. And the light emanating from it too. Okay, hold on. Had a card flip. Okay, we got, that's a whole pile of cards. Shit. All right, one thing at a time here. 7 of Wands. Yeah, can't be stopped. Unstoppable. It's a behemoth. I don't know why I said it like that. Behemoth. But it is. It's just truths coming in from every direction. And even if you try to bat one away, there's another 6 that pierce you. There's just no escaping it. What types of truths? Why is this happening? Again, because of this increase in emotion, because of the influence of all of the water right now, in particular Scorpio, Cancer, and even Aquarius to some degree, which is an air sign, but it's the water bearer. It's that which bears, which delivers the water, delivers the mystery, the knowledge, the emotion, the feeling, the refreshment, the sustenance to the rest of the zodiac. It's all coming up. It's all coming back to me now. And it's can't push it back anymore. Every time I try, it comes back more with just a more intense force. Yeah. Okay, we got 4 cards that fell out. And it's 9 of Pentacles crossed by 2 of Cups. Clarity about what the liberation would be. The soulmate connection is lit. In the connection position, it's this glowing Ace of Swords. Look how the cup is glowing here. It's, yeah, that's it. That's clearly it. It's undeniable, again. And what gives us more clarity about something being undeniable is how the opposite feels. Here's how the opposite feels. Winter, again, 5 of Pentacles, again. Holding back, withholding, not sharing, not telling the full truth, not being fully vulnerable, trying to suppress and repress and hide these emotions. Feels like this. The other side feels like this. You see the contrast? It's visible. And it's that clear in the 3D. It's just on. It's abundantly obvious. Not doing this sucks. Doing this would feel great. Just contemplating it. Just thinking about it. And there's no not thinking about it anymore. There's no stopping those daydreams. There's no stopping that emotion and that desire. It's right here and it feels good. And the opposite sucks. More and more and more clarity. Again, that 5 of Pentacles gets colder the hotter this connection energy gets. And it is hot. It's sharp as well. It's piquant. It's poignant. It's got this edge to it that makes denying it all the more painful. Why is the High Priestess here? Tell me about this High Priestess. Tell me about this High Priestess. They're gonna have to let it all out, and they know it. Yeah. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups at the bottom, it's fueling that. 2 of Wands, yeah. it's a little bit of two truths here. It's not two of swords, but on one hand, they've been pretending that everything's okay, pretending they can just keep holding on to this old wand forever, and that's okay. That's fine. That's happy. Yeah, I'm good. I got everything I need here. Not so much, actually. Can't. There's so many secrets. It's the secret of them always knowing that this was bullshit. The secret of always knowing they were focused on something else and that was the real dream, and that they want to go towards it. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups crossed by the Devil and the Two of Pentacles, essentially sandwiching this. It's exactly that. On one side, there's the fake cup. There's the toxic cup. There's a lot of toxic cup energy, actually, because they've been sitting in karmic. Masculine has been sitting in karmic situations, pretending it was all good. This wand is fine. I don't need to go anywhere else. I got everything I need. Yeah, forget the fact that we're not truthful with each other and our whole relationship is based on business. The Five of Wands is poking out right here. It's all a bunch of nonsense. It's all bullshit. We fight all the time. We're not happy, but on the surface it looks like this to other people, and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. There's that truth and the decision that hasn't been made to be honest about that. And then there's the other truth of how much they want to go towards the soulmate connection, how that has exposed everything to them, exposed the whole lie of their life, that they got it all backwards, that they've been pretending this whole time. It's just been a bunch of fairyland bullshit. It's a toxic cup that they've been drinking from and telling themselves was fine for everybody. Now they know. They know. There is no denying, because they've seen the real deal. Again, the Five of Pentacles. This didn't feel cold. It's actually red here directly with the Nine of Pentacles. They didn't know how cold this felt until they felt the warmth of this. This is Minor Arcana, Empress energy. It's warm. It's welcoming. It's loving. It's receptive. They had been telling themselves that this was as hot as it could get for a long time. This is just the temperature. That's it. That's good. I'm good with this. My dream is to live in Antarctica, and you know, it's a little chilly, yeah, but it's good. It's fine, right? Everybody's good with this. Maybe sometimes I dream about something better, but I never. No, I'm okay. I'm fine with this, with my toxic cup. And then they felt an alternative. It's like Jamaica visited them. Somebody living in Alaska, in Antarctica, and never been out of there their entire lives, and instead of leaving, something else came to them. For one brief week, for a brief, happy, liberating, delicious week, all of the weather changed, and it was beautiful, and things were growing, and animals were out and playing, and it was actually nice. This became more real, more plausible. And then they went back. They said, oh no, that's scary. I'm gonna go back. I'm too afraid to let go of this old wand. But they never forgot. You never forget that feeling. They never forgot the warmth of the feminine, the sunshine on their skin. And this whole time, it's just been getting brighter and brighter. And the brighter that it got, the colder that this got. Again. And what's underneath? I didn't see. What was underneath the Devil? I gave it away. Sorry. Death is the Devil. Yeah. Which we have right here. That they've been sleeping with the Devil. They didn't realize it this whole time. I'm not saying any person is a devil. I'm not calling anybody the devil. That doesn't even exist. It's karma. They've been sitting in a shitty karmic situation that they long ago outgrew. Could have left this. Could have come in at any time. They learned the lesson. It's time to let this go. Again, it's passed away. It's past its expiration date. But they stayed in it. They could have come in from the cold into this warmth, into this liberating energy. They chose, out of fear, out of programming, to remain behind. And it's not working anymore. It's all coming up. It's all coming up. Their habitual keeping of secrets and repression of emotion and refusal to follow their own actual desires is being exposed. What's on top? Four of Swords. Yeah, because the brain is getting shut down. They know. They feel it. It's just pure feeling. That's what I get from this card. Nothing else is able to contradict it. The clarity of the feeling is getting through. And again, it's painful, but it's healing, which the truth always is. The truth doesn't always feel good, but it is always good for us. It is always healing. It's always beneficial. And it's coming in. It's just revealing the whole illusion on both sides. Knight of Pentacles again, yeah. Steadfast. It's just the Knight of Pentacles gets there. He gets the job done no matter what. This is happening. The truth is getting through on a deeper level, on a level that is visceral. It is intuitive, but it's being understood in a way that the masculine energy usually is incapable of understanding it, incapable of processing it, because the brain is being shut down. It's making sense. The emotions are making sense. We don't think. You don't think about emotions. Emotions don't belong in the brain. When you're thinking about an emotion, you're not feeling it. And it all just gets muddled up. You'll just talk yourself out of the emotion. Under this energy, the brain being shut down, the emotional truths getting through are precise and clear, and they are making sense. Suddenly, it becomes a sort of practical thing to follow this, or at least it can't be denied that feels practical in some aspect. Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here. I should have cracked the windows. It's kept fucking hot. Didn't think it would be quite this warm. You know what? I'm gonna do that for my own sanity. There we go. Okay, much better. Oh yeah, that's nice. Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here, please. In the soul. Swords don't really belong in the soul, but that's the sort of unique nuance of this energy. It's emotion with an edge. It's clarity. It's just this, it's getting through. It has to have this kind of laser point. It has to have this almost artificial mental aspect to it in order to loop around the brain, circumvent everything, and pierce all the way through. But it's doing that. Because it's all just lined up precisely for it. Why is the Queen of Swords here? There's the Two of Swords. I could feel it. Same energy from the Two of Swords of this can't be blocked out. It doesn't matter how hard we try to push it back anymore. It's like trying to push away water. You just sink further into it. There's a sort of quicksand effect to it. And it is two truths. One, very clearly, something has expired and something else is the way to go. I mean, it's the crossroads and there's a clear direction. One of these roads is shut down. It's a dead end. You can see all the way to the end of it. Whereas before it was this meandering path and it went through a forest and, well, I don't know which one do I take? Where does it go? All of the brush has been cut away and you can see all the way to the end of both of these roads. One of them is a dead end. That's it. The other one keeps going. Which path are you gonna take? The one that goes nowhere? And you're just gonna have to turn around and come back and take the other road? That doesn't make any sense. Really, it makes more sense to follow this other path, even though you don't know where it goes. You know it goes somewhere. What's on top? The world. Yeah, it's all already changed. The brush has already been cleared. There is no denying this. There's no going, well, maybe we can build the path out a little bit further. Maybe we can try again. Maybe we can maybe I can suppress this some more. Maybe I can close my eyes and go back to the Ten of Cups fairy tale la la land. Doesn't work under this energy. It just doesn't. It's already changed. The old tricks are not working. The old bullshit is not sticking. Not with this. Not with everything flowing. Everything is flowing now. It's moving from the soul into the 3D. It just is automatically with this energy. When things are flowing, stagnant devil energy, static, can't stick. It can't get a foothold. The brain is shut down. There's not enough time for it to formulate a defense, to find a way to lie and try to stop this. It's moving too quickly. Again, just not working. What's read with the world? Yeah, the Magician. There's no way out of this. There's a lot of energy on this that I want to try to describe. It's karma, for sure. All of this is happening because it's time for this karma to be paid, for this debt to be paid off. There's only one option. All karmic debts are paid. Now is the time. The universe, the debt collector, is here, knocking on your door. Not just calling, not just sending letters. They're here. Again, repo man, driving around the block, collecting karmic debt. That's not a punishment. It's a good thing. It means you change, you grow, you expand, you learn, you become more and improved, and all of these things. But you have to let it happen. You let it go. Just the illusion is being dispelled. Again, the bullshit is not sticking. The old tricks, there it is, are not working under this energy. Can't fake our way out of this anymore. Can't forget. Can't cast some spell on ourselves that helps us forget and try to go back to this ignorant place again where the Ten of Cups, no, it's fine. I'm fine out here. It's not that cold. I'm good. You know, it's fine. It's really not, and it's really not working to pretend that anymore. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Moving on. Hidden energy of the universe. I don't know why there's something bemusing in this. They're just it's not quite the universe saying I told you so, but it's you told you so. Because all of this, everything in our destined path was designed by us. We chose it. It's for us, by us. It's not some external party that's forcing us down this path. We picked this path. We designed it before this incarnation, long before. This is what we wanted. It's what we chose. And it's just, yeah, Emperor at the bottom as I'm continuing to shuffle, but just saying, you chose this. This is cards flipping, and it's time. You picked this time, even. You signed up for this slot. You scheduled this appointment. It was all you. You picked it, and you're ready for it. You're here. You're available. It's time for this to happen because you said so. The universe is just carrying forth what you, divine deliberate creator, set out for yourself. It's time. It's time for you to move, to grow, to expand. That is what your soul wants and has chosen. And the energy is right for it at the bottom. Karma, judgment, exactly that. Exactly that. You picked this. It's your time to blow out this karma, to learn this lesson. You are ready for it. Your soul knows you are ready for it. Your time is now. It's time to ascend. It's time to move on to the next level, to the next thing, to the next part of your path, your true destined soul path as laid out for yourself by you, with your divine, as your divine highest being, from the highest perspective, knowing now is the time. Now is the time to move. It's direct. And again, it's the energy is piercing through. This isn't just a message, it's encouraging a message. Yeah, it's encouraging the emotional expression as well. But it's just the universe saying, this is what's happening in the energy. You are gonna feel and not be able to stop it. Because it's time for that. Because it's all aligned. You chose this. Now is the time that you recognize these emotions, that the energy has changed, that the old bullshit isn't working, that this feels really good, and by knowing how good this feels, you know how terrible this feels, and then by knowing how terrible this feels, you are reinforced in how good this feels, and you come to the new conclusion now. Now is the time you reach your new conclusion, you change your behavior, you let go of the past, you allow this transition to take place, and you resolve this karma by speaking your truth, by expressing, by opening up, by following and flowing your emotions. That's what the energy is doing. And you want to do that too. You want to, actually. It is what you chose and it is what feels good. Let yourself feel good. Let this express. Let this change, this transition take place. Let it lead you. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Queen of Wands. It's time to cut out the bullshit and stop denying how fucking attracted you are to this connection. To the feminine. I'm going to put it in that layer too, because that's important. I don't want to just talk about external, whatever, divine masculine and feminine. It's time for the internal, divine masculine, to realize how attracted to the feminine it is. For the brain to understand how much it wants to stop trying to control everything, how much it likes to surrender this control, how much the masculine energy within likes to submit to the feminine, to admit that she has the power, she has it all, she knows what she's doing. We just want some of that warmth. Give to ourselves, love ourselves, flow with ourselves, trust ourselves. That's how we balance our own energy, and balanced energy feels good. That's all it takes to feel good, is to follow your own emotion, is to love yourself, is for your brain to admit to your heart, you know what, you got this. I want to go where you're leading because that feels good. And I want to feel good too. And I don't know. I'm not in control. I don't have all the answers. You seem to have this deeper knowing, this trusting that even though there's not a way you can logically prove it to me, the brain, you know, and it feels good. And I just want to follow that. That is what the energy is lining up to do in every capacity for all of us, within and without. It's time. Oh, it's high time. You can't fight the judgment. The judgment is being delivered. There's no second guessing it again. Okay, final outcome position. It's the Four of Pentacles. And I feel that it is dissolving because this has become a burden. This has become exhausting. Holding on to these pentacles night and day. Your arms are cramping up, your fingers are getting sweaty. And you know what? You can't do anything, really. You're not living. You're not doing anything when you're just holding on to these pentacles. You're watching life pass you by, gripped in fear, so resistant against the natural flow of all things, which is for the well-being of all. You're not living. It's time for this to change. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me about this Four of Pentacles. There's a sobering realization attached to this. Yeah, Eight of Wands. It's time to let the Pentacles go. They are slipping away. And as they are slipping away, we're realizing how tightly we're gripping them. And as they're being removed, we're realizing the weight of them, the burden of them also is being removed. And that feels good. It feels good, actually, to let go, to let things flow, to let things move naturally, become, evolve. It's making more sense. It's making more sense now that all the money isn't worth anything if I don't spend it on something. It's just sitting there. It's not serving me. It's not doing anything. It's just looming over me. I'm not using it. I'm not using it to support my freedom or experience or any of those things. It's just there, decaying, essentially. It's time to spend the money. It's time to let it go. It's time to enjoy life, to live in the moment. Life is for living, not clinging. What's on top? King of Wands. Yeah. It's time to follow the passion. It's time to put your money where your mouth is. I mean, to take action. To walk the talk. King of Wands talks a big game, right? Very confident king. But afraid to actually take action because of what people might think. What if it doesn't work out that way? What if somebody rejects me? What if I fail? Whatever, you know? It's so the fuck what? You gotta live your life. If you don't try, you never know. You don't give things a chance to fail, and you don't give them a chance to succeed either. They can't do anything. You're just stuck holding the pentacle all alone, miserable. It is time for the King of Wands to shut down that behavior, to stop thinking and just do, and just see what happens. Just to see what happens. And know that whatever happens is for the highest good. What's on top of that? King of Swords. Time to take action. This is perfect. Transition from the King of Wands into the King of Swords. They don't get along, right? This is fakey, phony, baloney bullshit. This is a bunch of pretense and focus on reputation. The King of Swords doesn't give a damn what people think of him. He tells the truth. He wields discernment righteously. And he takes action. He is the king of action. This King of Wands, who's been sitting on the throne, afraid to actually act, afraid to put the money where the mouth is, afraid to walk the talk, moving into suddenly it's making sense under this energy to put this behavior down and actually step forward. Actually share some truth. Actually move with the energy. That makes sense. There's this removal of false pretense. Where there was apprehension, where there was fear of judgment, it's just, again, under this energy, it's not sticking. It's just sort of dissolving away. And on the flip side, all of the pushing down of emotion, the trying to suppress and not act, that's sticking. That's coming to the forefront. To the point where it's just clear, well, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. King of Swords, bouncing off of it, orders the Knight of Swords around, which is directly read with the Queen of Cups. I need to open up. I need to fill this cup and share this cup. There is just, it's thirsty. It's thirsty energy. It's undeniable attraction. It's a realization I've been afraid of what I want. I've been afraid of this very thing that I'm drawn to. And that's not working. It's not working for me. The more I try to stay back from it, the colder I feel. The more I try to deny how warm this thing is, the more obvious that it is, that it's warm and that I want to go towards it. Communication is strongly aspected in some capacity. I'm not going to say what that is, but it's wide open. It's wide open, and it's time for everybody's soul to experience this. Feminine, masculine, we all have them within. Doesn't matter what your polarity is. Yes, this is particularly speaking to, it's time for the karmic lessons of the masculine to be learned, which have to do with being vulnerable and opening up. But on another level, it's just you're growing. The feminine is just, you're growing. It's glow up. Absolute glow up. Just love yourself. Look at yourself with adoration and appreciation. Give yourself bedroom eyes. I'm serious. Look yourself up and down and say, you know what? You got it going on. You look fucking fine today. I like that. Feel that confidence. Own that within you. Express it. Let that flow. Keep flowing in your energy. Speak the truth. Share the emotions. All of that. You're good. You're golden. And the masculine is learning this too. The more you do that, the more the masculine is drawn to it. The brighter you glow, right? The hotter this flame gets. The colder this gets, the more it pushes this transition. It's all tied together. You are working with the universe under this energy. And when you do that, the universe works with you. It always is trying to. It's always flowing good things your direction. But when we stand crossways of it, when we put our umbrella up against it, we stop it from getting in so much. We're still taken care of. We just don't participate in it. We don't feel it. Feel it, know it, trust it, and believe it. And the universe reinforces that in every capacity, every way that it can. Things are breaking loose. Things are moving. It is time for the restoration of the feminine, within and without, to her rightful throne. And it is happening. I'm going to pull final message. What? Okay, first. What did I just say? It's time for the restoration of the feminine to her rightful throne. The card just shifted. What's underneath this? What energy is moving forward, is pushing all of this, is rising to the surface? The Empress. Of course. Of course it's the Empress. Of course it's your glow up. Your rise to glory. Abso-fucking-lutely. Final message from the universe. Thank you for that as well. 3 cards and a crossing card. Anything else you want to say? If you want to summarize this, not as horny as I expected it to be. I gotta say, that's still in here for sure. It's in here, but I mean, it's undeniable. But it's like a painful boner. You know, it's like, oh man, there's so much attached to this that I don't even want to touch it, but it's not going down. So I gotta do something. I gotta do something about it. But yeah, the feminine is just glowing, hotter and brighter, more and more attractive, undeniably so. What do you want to say, universe? Sum this up. Final advice. Whatever. Death comes back. It's unstoppable. There is a transition taking place. Again, we see this already with the world here, which is in this energy. It's already happened. It has already happened. The change has already been made. Whether or not a 3D person acknowledges, accepts that, goes along with it, doesn't matter. It's already happened. Energy's already shifted. You already are transforming. You are already ascending to this next level. What's on top? The moon. It's all coming out. Yeah, it's things coming out. Coming out of... I almost want to say cryostasis. Coming out of a sort of stasis, a chrysalis, like emerging from the cocoon. It's an end to the old. It's this transformation into all that you really are, really, truly stepping into your power, owning that, being this butterfly, this beautiful, hot. It's a sexy butterfly coming out. What is red with death? Yeah, come the fuck on. The lovers. Yeah. This has already happened. There is already new stuff coming in. You have made the choice that the universe, that you yourself, again, designing your own destined path, laid out for you. And then the universe presented and said, here it is. It's time for your choice, the one that you decided would be now. And you made it. You said, yeah, let's do it. Let me leave the past behind. All of this old stuff, I'm letting it go. All of the fear, all of the limited belief, self-limiting beliefs, old patterns and ways of thinking and being, I'm letting it go. I'm ready to come out of this. I'm ready to emerge. I'm ready for the next level. What's red with the moon? Fucking, I knew it. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, exactly. 4 major arcana cards. It's changed. It's done. The transformation is complete. You are in the new cycle. You accepted this, that it was your time as laid out for you by you and brought to you by the universe, sponsored by the universe. It's time for this to change. No more of the fear. It's time for the rise. The Wheel of Fortune, lifting this up, cranking this up, hoisting it. It's beautiful, actually. It is time for things to change, for things to move for your fortune, for your glory, for your obvious highest benefit. It is always all to your highest good. That is true. But we are shifting out of an old cycle. We were washing out this last vestiges of karma, right? And now we are moving because we have agreed, we have allowed this to happen. We are flowing with the energy. Now we are moving into this new cycle of accruing positive karma. We're at zero. We're zeroed out, blank slate with the universe. We are just in alignment with all that is, saying, let's go. Let it happen. Whatever happens next, it's for the best. I trust that. I have done this work. I will continue to do whatever is asked of me by the universe, by my highest self, knowing that is for the balancing and benefit of all, which includes me. And it's happening. It's just happening. It's a massive cycle shift. Again, rise of the Empress, and an end, 5 of Cups, of this disappointment feeling. A radical shift right underneath that 5 of Cups. Judgment. Just coming back into the sun. It's beautiful. It's warm. It's hot. It is a glow up. It is props from the universe for this. What's coming out from underneath? Yeah, there's the Magician. Karma resolved. You have everything you need, and you know it. This is you. Got all the tools, working with the universe, working with the self, flowing with the energy. You know how to do that. You feel an impulse that feels good, and you follow it. You share your truths, you share your emotions, you hold nothing back. You let yourself be a continual work in progress, constantly evolving, constantly changing, transforming, dying and being reborn in every moment. And that's it. You're flowing and blowing with the universe, happily ever after, on your path of destiny, which all of us always are, but you are walking it on purpose, with conscious awareness and intention, and that is what feels good. That's where the satisfaction is. That is, as Abraham says, the feeling of your own hands in your own clay. That's what this is. That is all I have for you. I need to take a deep breath. There's a lot of energy here. I have a slight headache, but it feels amazing. It feels like change. It feels like transition, coming into one's own, a deeper knowing, a stronger sureness, a sense of self that is undeniable and that doesn't revert. It's a permanent change. The universe never regresses. It is always progressing, always forward motion. This is a permanent shift in perspective. perspective of yourself, perspective of the universe. Everything changes now. From here on out, it's all different. That is promised. You can trust that. As surely as you are trusting yourself. Let it be. Relax. Allow. It's all working out for you. This resonates for me. I do intend that it resonates for you, for your highest good. And I would love to know in what way. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you feel inclined. But just know, things are shifting. They always are, but they don't go back now. There's a clear, defined course forward. Not clear to the mind, clear to the heart, clear to the soul. You can trust that, absolutely. It will not lead you astray. And the confidence in that, the following of that, and feeling how true it is, how good it is, how reliable it is, how reliable the universe is, that's where the real satisfaction comes from. That's where the feeling of being divinely guided and led comes from. And that is how you choose to live happily ever after. Have a fabulous, beautiful evening. This Venus in Cancer energy is something to just soak up in whatever way you can. And know that always in every vector of time and space, I absolutely adore you. Be blessed. You are.